Sima, who put them white walls on me beamer? Got Jared B and YZ up on my teamer. We do it for the sport, you come up short like FEMA. The ultra fast stack, boom back from YG to the grind time, infinite magnificence. What the business is, no
Why is it in the caption?
What? Turn the cameras on.
Camera's his on. I think it actually caught that.
Welcome to the Our host here. Of course, we have
Tam.
Here we have.
Smile on
In
the
case you missed it, he is getting the couch next week.
Next week, we might pan around and just so you can see it.
I'll just post a picture.
We're gonna post
Y'all
that
need to see
picture.
about it.
He wants y'all to see his whole dwelling space.
Yeah, I can't see all that.
That being said, this week we talked about that we're doing bad movies only.
Yes.
But anybody want to say anything about anything current that they saw?
Come on now. No, what's current? What is happening currently?
4th of July is like in a couple days.
You know what?
What is happening currently?
You know, my husband was born here, but you know he's raised there. I was like, man, Independence Day, wasn't nobody look like me free that day. It's just a day off work.
Yes.
It's always been a day off work and off
Somebody
school.
might be free.
Well, when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie. On the south side of Chicago, when I was younger,
He putting it in.
he used to get, he is free, ain't he?
No.
I used to get like,
How she just stopped in the middle like.
that's how my brain works. It be all over the place. Everybody ain't know it. I compartmentalized that.
Yes.
Went back to the 4th. Like when I was younger, we used to get like 4th of July outfits. Anybody?
Yes, yes.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
The short, the matching shorts with the sandals. Yes. Hated that to yeah.
So that my kids don't get.
Yes.
Other than that, happy 4th of July for all of y'all who feel very independent that day.
Yeah, we just feel like being off, and that's just. And when people are off, it's the summer. You grill. It's not like we're not celebrating the 4th of July. We celebrate being off, and we can actually grill and have some people over.
And it's on a Friday,
We
so
do
it's
it.
like,
3-day
it ain't like
weekend.
Yes.
that Monday 3-day weekend when you go grill on Monday, you can't even enjoy yourself because you got to get up at the crack of dawn on Tuesday.
Yes.
So it's a Good Friday day off.
Yes.
We're gonna dive into this topic: bad movies only. Now remember, these are just our opinions, okay? You might love these movies.
Yes.
And that's okay. If you want to argue and tussle in the comments, you can do so, but I'm not going to respond.
Yeah, me because they're bad because they're bad.
They're bad because they're bad. Okay, so we're not going to do everybody shoot all their things off. We're going to just kind of take it piece by piece. Go ahead, Tam. What you got? What's the movie you was like, absolutely not?
Absolutely not. Is it Butterfly with Mariah Carey or
No,
Glitter.
Glitter?
We just said Butterfly. And before she got here, we saw
But that would be the first movie.
He said he was putting it on his bad list. He ain't never seen this shit. I was like, I seen it.
I didn't even. Absolutely, it deserves to be under this list.
Yes. Yo, so the story I have behind this is I've never seen it, but the whole nation that saw it said it sucks. I was like,
I
not happening.
I watched the whole thing.
I didn't watch the whole thing, so she got more on me because the whole world said never do that
Yeah,
again.
because even MTV, after MTV promoted it, was
But
like,
you
nope.
know, like back in the day, let's be honest, back in the day, and even something now, like it was, you had to do all of that. Remember,
Yes.
actors, you had to sing, you had to act, you had to da-da-da-da-da.
Yes.
But yeah, that was
Yeah.
straight trash.
That was.
And that was actually right before she apparently had a mental breakdown.
I believe, I can see why.
You know what? That put her over the edge because she needed to go to therapy. She probably still in therapy because of that shit. Because I was like, I couldn't even remember the name, but I knew she was in it. I knew it was bad. I knew it was bad. It was something pretty.
That song was in I think the soundtrack. It was called Butterfly.
Oh, I don't know where I got the butterfly.
I did love that album though. That was a good song. Put it under the trash. Just keep on from now. But hey, I get why you just keep singing All I Want for Christmas.
Yes.
Don't even wait for your trash to get picked up. Take that to the dump so they can immediately burn that shit.
What you guys
I might as well go. Yeah, we might as well go all the way there. Then let's go with was it Jiggly?
Giggly? That's on my list too.
It's called Geely.
Giggly. Yeah, I call it giggly.
It's called Giggly.
What is it? What is it called?
Geely.
Geely.
Geely. And that was Ben Affleck.
I didn't get through that either.
Giggly. he said, but the second time, because every time Ben see her, he was just like, that damn movie.
And she like, are we really gonna break up over this?
Yes.
Okay, one of mine, and a lot of people might disagree. The Inkwell. That shit was trash.
Okay.
They managed to make Lorenz Tate look bad. You know how hard it is
Yes.
to make that man look bad?
I haven't seen the Inkwell since it came out.
That's how,
can see
because
it.
it was trash.
I don't even remember what it was about.
It
It
was
has
trash.
good parts, but
Overall, it was trash.
I
And you
can agree.
made-
Was it a house on the beach?
Yes.
Yes.
So, it
See,
was.
I got a little bit
My
something.
thing is, you made Lorenz Tate look awful.
Wow.
You had
And
to
he
be
fine.
sure. My God, this dude just
And
wake
he
up fine.
fine.
His wife know he fine. Everybody knows. Everybody know. You made him look like who done it and why.
He went from old dog to some corny,
Right.
weird.
I mean, it was trying to show his,
His reach, his
But
acting.
I think he showed his reach with the Why Do Fools Fall in Love. He
Yes.
didn't have to do the stick well.
No.
That thing
No, I think the Inkwell came out before Why the Fools.
Yeah.
Because that came out soon after A Menace to Society.
I think he recovered
After
himself
that,
with
when you
that.
see him again in Love Jones,
Yeah.
it was all like, Love Jones.
Yeah.
That was, he looked good in that. He looked real good.
He looked good in Power. He looked good
He did
in
everything.
everything
But
he did.
Sound like
But that.
Sound like he's your Paula Patton.
See, I'm like, you don't have several.
No, because Lorenz Tate can't act.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Look, man, you ain't have to.
Nah, you trying to put it in. No. He like, I'm gonna get y'all on one. Something's coming up. It ain't Lorenz Tate.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. I give that.
All right, who
We
else?
actually might get his power thing too.
That's been on my mind.
Yeah, they're renegotiating to get that
Since
power
you
thing.
ended, give us another.
Oh, since we're talking about Lorenz Tate, Catwoman.
That's on my list.
You know what? I was gonna put it on my list, but I felt bad.
You can't
That's
feel
all
bad for
it
that. She did that.
Hey, but that outfit,
She
besides
looked
the-
amazing.
Looked fucking
She looked
amazing.
I can
Since you
watch
was
that
bad.
movie on mute all the
That body
time.
was fine.
Since you was bad.
She
Yes.
was a bad bitch. I mean, it sucked. but she
Everybody
looked
was
good.
cat. Every girl was Catwoman
Yes.
for Halloween after that.
But
Like,
she looked good doing it.
she did. She did.
I can watch that
Speaking
movie
of
on mute.
Halle Berry, this is gonna be a weird one, and this is more current. Cloud Atlas.
I didn't watch
That
that.
movie was 3 hours. When it went off, all I thought was, I can't get that time back. 3 hours of my
You
life.
sat down and finished. Why'd you finish it?
Because
What was that?
it's 3 hours.
It came on like
It came out
a Netflix movie.
No,
Was it?
I don't
No, it did come out in the theater. Yeah, no, it
It was,
didn't.
but my thing is, it was the whole age progression, different races, same people. Girl, I watched that whole thing and I was like,
Oh no.
I can't get them. You know, I ain't felt that bad since I was younger. Remember we used to sneak in the movies? So I went and saw a movie and I snuck in to see the sale, and when that shit went off, I literally said boo, and I wasn't even supposed to be in it. Like I said boo out loud. Somebody was like behind me was like, hell yeah. I wasn't even supposed to be in it. I stole that movie. I
That was the
literally,
days,
as soon as it
man.
went off, I was just
Can't
like,
do that no more.
boo.
You can't do that no more.
But I was we was talking about earlier, I feel like the sale, even though hands down, she still can't act. But everybody else did a good job. And visually, it was stunning. Like the graphics from the Dreamscape, like it looked amazing. Almost like that Rebel Moon shit. Like it looked so good.
That was on my
And
list.
now I can respect that it looked good, but her acting was still trash.
Who was
Somebody with Jennifer Lopez and the dude from Law and Order Criminal Intent.
Oh, I didn't see that.
She went it.
She should have did.
And I knew exactly who she was talking about. Yeah.
She had to go on his crazy mind, and it looked so good, but her acting was so bad. And I read an article that were like, they think that movie was ahead of its time, but I think cinematography-wise, it definitely
Yeah,
was.
because
So I think that it did kind of go over some of our heads. Like now, if it came out, you just be like, oh, her acting was tough. But,
no, I mean it would have to come out without her in it.
but I'm saying, that's right up there. Oh, Geely. Yeah.
Speaking of, they're remaking the Running Man, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Why would they?
I don't know. They already did it. Actually, it's actually coming out like in August.
Yeah,
just saw the trailer.
I seen an ad for it.
Yeah.
I scrolled by because I thought it was made up because you know all this AI stuff.
Yes.
Okay, give us another one. Hit us with your hot list. What you got?
Pluto Nash.
Now, the thing about Pluto Nash is, I watched that whole thing.
I watched it more than once.
But technically,
movies to where, like you said, especially when you used to have cable before we had streaming, and that was on, you just watched it. It was a movie so bad, but you just had to keep watching it.
Yeah, because it would just draw you in. Like.
It's like crack in the video. Like, why am I? This is so terrible.
Yes.
And then, the whole thing was bad. But I really felt like, even at the time when it came out, I was like, okay, Eddie Murphy got to fulfill this Disney contract by any means necessary. So he like, what y'all got? Cool, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I really felt like,
I can see that.
Because remember, like that's when he had that huge deal with them, and I was like, this dude.
Because he
like,
did Dr. Dolittle and all the rest.
He was like, shit, I gotta make a move. What y'all say? Cool, whatever. Because you still want that flavor. You still got to pay me, boy.
Yo.
What you got?
All right, so we're gonna double back to Halle. So.
Oh my God.
No, so long and behold, that is the movie where Steven Seagal dies. Executive
is the same movie.
I had to bring this back. I was like, yo, that was the movie.
You know what? Nah, it was because it was like three actors that made you want to go, and then none of them. I don't know who was the main character.
It was Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
They were the two main characters.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
So it was Kurt Russell, her, and him, and he was like, okay, that's some powerhouses. So I'm gonna go move it to the movie theater, and was pissed.
Steven Seagal dies in the first.
Like they was gone in the first few minutes of the movie.
When you think about it, it was kind of when Steven Seagal was about to start trickling away, kind of.
No. He still had when he dropped.
He got enough people.
I think he dropped Under Siege either right before or after that. So
he put everybody in their seats because Steven Seagal was the man. So
but if you look at it now, he couldn't act either.
No. He's Van Damme. No.
It was real bad.
They were the two biggest known actors that never were part of the craft they practiced in movies. Van Damme never was a martial artist. Steven Seagal was never a martial artist, and they roughly learned it. But yeah.
So I have one that some of y'all might not remember, but it was Uma Thurman and I think the Fiennes guy, Ralph Fiennes, The Avengers.
Yes.
That shit was awful.
I think I watched that.
Yes.
I don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure I watched it.
It was part of that.
So bad.
Yeah, it was part of that run. I was gonna take it off my list if you brought it up. That ballistic movie. It was in that whole run. They had all these movies.
Yeah. That was bad.
Yes.
And when I was like, I remember watching the whole thing and being like, same thing, bro.
Yep.
I watched the whole thing, and I know I watched it because I used to watch everything that came out. It doesn't matter. I used to watch it.
I mean, you know why I watched it? I thought it was The Avengers.
Okay, that's also why I watched it. So we were thinking,
is that the plane movie?
No.
Oh,
We
no.
were thinking it was the real Avengers, like the Avengers that came
No, that's what I'm saying. But is there pilots in that Avengers?
Spies.
It was something like that. Yeah.
But it was in
It
a
was
range
called
of
The
all
Avengers.
these. Yeah,
It shouldn't have been called that.
It was a bunch of these movies that came out just like that. It was that. It was Ballistic. It was what was the other two movies that?
Remember Hudson Hawk?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Yes.
that movie was so bad. But I watched it every time it came on.
It was a whole bunch of it. They had a
Bruce
run.
Willis,
Yep,
Bruce Willis
yep.
and Andy McDowell.
Yep.
Hudson Hawk.
Yeah.
That movie was trash, but I watched it every time that shit came on.
You know how Hollywood is. They get on a run and start putting out the same movie over and over again, and it's like different actors, same visuals. It's like,
Okay, I have one. I didn't watch it, but I already called it horrible. It was Nina Simone when Zoe Saldana played her and had put on blackface after this bitch said she wasn't black. She put on blackface. Yo! She got on dark skin and afro wig. Child, just from the thing alone, I was like, bitch, you tried it.
I don't know that.
Look it up. Just look up the poster, and you're gonna be like, "What the?" Like, cause I was like, "Wait, is she in black her face?" Like,
yo, I can't even.
And what made you think she played it? Man,
I can't
it
even.
was awful.
Yeah, I can't.
And I didn't watch it. Just the whole, and people ate it up. They ate it up.
Yes.
What you got, Smile?
Didn't you? I already what then?
I have the new Matrix. The last one they did.
Yeah.
The one on HBO. I wanted to.
They should never even done that.
But Keanu,
Left that alone.
Even Keanu need his check. Okay.
But I think
You gotta get a fan to what they want.
I feel like it probably started off different than it ended. You know,
Yes.
I feel like a lot of probably red tape and continuity issues came up, and it ended up being that watered down thing that we
Yes.
saw. I feel
Yes,
like
I
when
agree.
Keanu signed on initially, that probably wasn't what it was.
Yeah, I agree.
But some scripts, after a while, they just trying to salvage what they can. I feel like that's what
They start filming, losing days.
They need to leave that. They need to just let that one go.
I can see that.
Yeah. Lady in the Water.
Oh, you can't. No,
Yeah, no, that was trash.
No,
With
It was
what's the main character guy?
no.
What's the
Yeah, it
main
was trash.
what's the main character
You
guy?
can't do that.
I can't.
Who's the main character?
Are you thinking about the what's his name? Paul.
I know. I seen the movie.
I know you're talking. What's his name?
I seen the movie and I halfway agree.
Yes. No.
It for me is in the middle.
I halfway
You know that
agree.
shit was almost terrible.
It was.
It was one scene away
Yes.
from being pure
I
trash.
give you that. Though. I give you
So
that.
to me, if you're only one scene away from being pure trash,
It's trash.
It's trash.
No.
I'm halfway. I'm half and half.
I love him that Shyamalan. I didn't even
What?
think when people trashed that Airbender, I didn't think it was that bad.
Both of those on my list.
It was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
No, yes.
Which was
This is-
Airbender? You
and
said
being-
Airbender?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
bad.
Being a fan of the original anime and
I
what
like-
they've done
with
with
Netflix.
other ones, like this, like that was horrible.
That Airbender was
But
terrible.
my thing is, I feel like people had too high expectations for that.
Because
it was so much he could do.
No.
And you can't tell me it wasn't a lot of red tape. You can tell it was one of the movies where he might have wanted one thing, but he ain't paying himself. And then I feel like they put him in a corner, he put it out, and then they didn't even defend him. That's what I feel like happened.
I get that though. I do. Yep.
I feel like
agree
that's
with
what
that.
happened. Like
Because my other one would be The Happening.
The Happening was fucking on.
That-
That was on my list too, but I was like, you can't get him on here
yeah,
twice.
so-
Because
yeah.
my The Happening was with
Like,
Mark
Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg, man. That it had, and the sad part, it had so much potential.
You know what's another movie? Did you ever watch The Ninth Gate with John?
Yes,
Oh,
I watched
my
the
Why
Ninth
did one
Gate.
critic say they was hoping The Ninth Gate ended with the end of the fucking movie?
Yes.
Please open that gate and turn
Yes.
this shit off.
I watched the
That
Ninth
movie
Gate.
was trash.
It was terrible.
Man.
It was, but when he said that, I said, he right. He said, please let the Ninth
It's one of those, but that came out when you just watched movies just to watch movies.
You know, I feel like that, and then, but I feel like a movie that did better, that kind of had the same, was The Order. It did better, and it had a similar feel. The
I
Order
never
with
watched
the
The
dude
Order.
who passed, the guy who played the Joker.
Yes.
Ledger, The Order with Heath Ledger. I felt like it was that same energy,
Yes.
it just wasn't executed as well.
Yes.
Because The Order was amazing.
Yes, the order was good. Yes.
And that could have been amazing too, except it sucked.
Yeah. Like no. The
The Happening was awful.
Happening, like, and it had
It
so much
and
potential.
I feel like A Quiet Place did what it couldn't do.
Yes.
A Quiet Place did The Happening the right way.
Yes. Agreed.
And so, yeah, there's
Yeah.
that.
Agreed. Damn.
Damn.
Take it away.
Well, I had Wild Wild West.
You know, I've never watched that all the way through. I thought it got
You know,
my chance.
You're not missing anything.
I watched part of it.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
You know, and then the same, that was awful for him. I
Yeah.
didn't watch the whole thing, but it just looked awful. It looked cheesy.
Yeah,
I watched
and
some
to
of
know he passed up, I think it was the
The
Matrix
Matrix.
for that. Not saying that the Matrix would have been.
But I'm going to be honest, I don't think The Matrix
No.
would have been the same thing if
No.
it wasn't for. We needed Keanu with his half acting. I'm going to say
Yes.
2-3 things. You're going to mind my business. And you're going to enjoy this half Asian man. Because there's something about him where you like, he look ethnic, but not really. That's the Asian in him. But yeah.
Yeah, nah,
You know, he was, I had him on here, but for, which was it?
What? Military?
After Earth.
Oh, after, yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
I tried 3 times.
I would say Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's a classic.
I love Bill and Ted.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm
Bill and
saying.
Ted's Excellent Adventure.
It can be as bad as it is, but it's
Excellent party
You know,
time.
another movie that's on that list to offer, but I still like it. Y'all gonna make fun of me, but Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck is my jam.
Yeah, I can watch Howard Duck today. and
Man.
How is that on your 100?
I watched that so much as a kid.
Man, I love that.
I
movie.
loved it. I loved the cheesiness of it.
Had a little dance, man.
I loved the cheesiness of it. I loved every minute of that movie. Every
I
single
love
minute.
Howard the Duck.
Yes.
You know, they say it's bad. I do not agree.
Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
Okay, man.
That's it. That's all I gotta say. You ain't gotta talk no more about it.
No, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad. I watched it.
Yeah,
'cause
that
it
is-
was-
that
it was
was-
trash.
I watched it because it was Superman. That's all you can
Like
say.
I said, it was trash.
Yes.
It was trash. What I got? I have. Okay, this is the more recent one. Madam Web.
Oh, it's on
That
my
was
list.
trash.
That man, and for them to
That
actually
was
try
so
to act like
trash, and them to act like it wasn't
Yes.
trash. Like, man.
And then for Netflix to double down on it too, when Netflix got it, they were like, "Oh, it's one of our top rated movies."
Who told y'all that?
Yeah, no,
I feel like
Because you know what happened, motherfucker, press play and then watch. Because you only gotta watch for a certain amount of minutes for them to get paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to watch the whole movie for them to get paid. So people probably was like, oh yeah, let's see. Oh nope.
I did it one time. I
watched the whole thing.
Or they do it or go do some other shit, come back.
I watched the whole thing, but it was definitely trash. It was trash. You know another one that was trash? I don't know if y'all remember John Carter of Earth?
Yes,
That
the
shit-
jumping around. But again, another one of the movies that had a good concept.
They had a great premise
Yes.
that was not executed at all.
not
Like,
at
it was
all.
bad.
Not
It
at
was
all.
bad.
I got what I got? Oh, I got the other one, the Space Jam. They
new
could
Space Jam?
they couldn't.
I wouldn't even do it.
I didn't even watch it.
I
Just
tried.
the preview was like 2 thumbs down.
That's like trying to watch the new House Party with
Yeah, I didn't watch that one either.
never gonna happen.
When they threw a party at LeBron's house, like Buddy did.
Hey, yo!
This was a dude, this guy. Sidebar for it.
Somebody broke in the
So So there's this guy online that does like this. He does like fences and all types of people online. Like he does it for free, whatever. He's like partnered with what's the construction company? Dang, I can't think of the company, but they vet people before they send them to your house. And he had like an extravagant, out of control party at some $4
million house. He was the landscaper.
Yeah.
And was charging people to come into the party.
Yes.
And the only reason they got caught is because it was too many cars and the music was loud.
Yes.
So somebody else called the police.
So the neighbors called the police.
He had a kick-in party.
Somebody else.
He asked somebody, because they wasn't home.
Yup, he was landscaping. They were on vacation.
He threw a party at their $4 million house.
Yes.
He's probably trying to have a pajama jam. Like,
And was charging people to get in.
People to get in.
okay,
He
right
was
now,
caking.
he should have limited the number. That's where he messed up.
Nah, you know how that get.
He should have limited the mute, like,
Yes.
bro. But he was, some of us, sometimes we do dark skin stuff.
Yes.
And that was dark skin
That was
stuff.
definitely dark skin.
Okay, what I have is y'all can tell us in the comments if y'all want to. But them damn Twilight movies.
Oh, I've
When I
never
watched
seen them.
the first one, that movie should have been 30 minutes. Bitch, you sad, kill yourself. Like that shit.
Jeez.
Man, it was so, the lighting was dreary. Her acting sucked.
Oh, she's
balls. Like,
why did she? I don't even have it on my
it
list.
should have
here.
just been balls in her face like the whole time for me to understand why she even here.
Balls in her face.
Like when I tell you after 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, bitch, kill yourself. Like, you don't like your life, your dad is such. And I feel like the acting was just so,
She can't act.
And then these motherfuckers got the damn diamond glowing vampires. Who the fuck told y'all to do this? Like, nobody did.
But apparently they were good movies. They made like 6
No,
of them.
I watched them,
They
so.
were not good movies.
So you seen them?
I seen them all.
Very, very, very white movies.
I just know-
And
I
it was
just know
like,
she
it was
got-
like basically leaning on almost like some weird estimate. It was wild. Like if you really dissect these movies.
Oh yeah, with the whole two dudes in love with her. She wanted to have sex with the boat.
And then at the end, the werewolf turns out a pedophile. Like he imprint on the baby, and now him and the baby had destined to be together. Get y'all stupid asses out of here.
What?
Watch that shit.
No, I'm not watching that shit.
So
'Cause
it's
she-
like 87 of these movies. The first one, this bitch moved with her daddy. She's so fucking sad. Her life sucked. And then she meet this glowing ass dude who pale as shit and sparkle in the sun.
He looks like he's Batman. I always know he's Batman.
Well, I'm saying he was the vampire. And vampires in this life shine bright like a diamond for some fucking reason.
Shine bright like a diamond.
She met this vampire dude. And he real aloof and she just so into him. And then this werewolf dude show up. he got color to his skin. She don't want that. I don't know, like, 'cause he actually looked like he breathing. And then she
liked him though.
Between the werewolf and between the dog and the blood dude, and she going back and forth. This is the whole movie. And then the council find out, then she get pregnant, then he turned her, then the baby almost kill her, and then somebody coming for the baby and to say the baby, the werewolf dude that she was fucking with, imprints on her, because when they imprint, that mean they a couple. He walk around holding this bitch up like this is goddaughter at the end. Make it make sense.
What in the living fuck?
Exactly. Exactly.
The
Watch him.
synopsis
I'm telling you, that
of
was
the Twilight.
that was
You heard
the
it
black-
here first.
that was the Black Mama synopsis of the Twilight movie, because that's what happened. And then the movie 50 Shades of Grey was fan fiction based off of that bullshit.
Oh, I didn't watch 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
And so in this one, the girl would want to be beat, and I'm trying to figure out how you go from
gotta get into that.
how you go from sucking blood to sadomasochism. Like what are these?
I think
Anyway.
because the imprint of the baby, I don't know.
You did it, Tiara. Spouse was gonna try to make it make sense.
Yeah,
Like
no,
maybe
no.
when he imprinted on the baby,
Yeah, that's
that
why.
was violent.
Yeah, so the state of
The whole thing was weird. I'm like, so
No.
it ends with now this bride who was sad and depressing and looked sad and depressing. She's most sad and depressing looking because now she a vampire.
Wow.
Then the baby is half human, half vampire, and she got a werewolf goddaddy / husband. That shit was some bullshit. I'm so sorry. And I know y'all read them books, and I read all the Harry Potter books, and I watched all the movies. Maybe I'm just a Harry Potter girl and not a Twilight girl.
Yeah, I've never.
Because that was some bullshit.
Okay.
And I watched them all. Just so,
Next.
So I was just like,
Let's get her out of this Twilight.
I'm over here just like,
okay, what you got? What you got?
Smiles.
Yeah, what you got? About?
Super Mario Brothers, the original one with Johnny Leguizamo.
Okay, it sucked, but I watched that movie every time it came
Yeah,
out.
same here. Especially when we get to see the little Koopas running around. I did too, but it's bad. It is so bad.
Yeah, I did watch it.
I don't remember it, but I
You didn't
saw
see
it.
it?
I don't
No.
remember. I watched them. I watched it, but I don't
Because that was the
remember it.
dude from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, I watched that every time it came out.
Yes.
Like
I watched
Tank-
Who's Framed Roger Rabbit.
Like Tank Girl. That movie.
Man,
That's some other.
That was awful, but I watched it.
Tank Girl was I was gonna write that one
And I
down.
watched it though. Even when Ice-T was at Kangaroo.
Yes. And then what? It was like 6 years later. He's chilling with the leprechaun. Yeah, same thing. Like,
Yeah,
That was
no.
awful.
horrible.
Girl, what you got?
Let's see what I got here. Alien versus Predator.
I don't know. I kinda,
That's a preference thing.
yeah, I feel like that's a problem because I like that movie.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
enjoyed that movie.
That's like basically the same thing. I have my preference with Jason versus Freddy. Same thing. It was.
I almost picked that one,
I like that one too.
but I can't do that to Jason
That's
and
what
Freddy.
that's-
Like I couldn't do it.
Alien Predator. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I couldn't do it, but that Jason versus that was something that we've been screaming about
Yes,
with
for
long time, decades, and then they finally put it together. And he was like, "Who did this?"
Yeah, they got so much. I think we talked about it before. I love the whole like Jason was sleeping, dreaming, and that was so dope how they pulled that together.
No, Freddie just became very comical. Like,
Yes.
he loved Freddie because he was like,
Yes.
you want to trip out? Remember on the dream? He's like, so you want to trip out?
Got these little nod
When he
heads.
was doing the Mario one to do. Freddie just was.
Yeah.
That first one though was scary as hell.
First
That
one.
first Freddy Krueger with Johnny Depp. When
If
he
you
did
was
his thing,
if you was little
the bed
and the
like
blood
that,
came in,
Oh my God.
and when you was little, that was
That was-
1, 2,
Yes.
Freddy's coming
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
That shit was
Yeah,
wild.
that first one was
Yeah,
they
that
just-
first one was the deuce.
Then they jumped down the comedy lane and just left it there.
You know, what I have? Anybody ever watch Woo? Remember Woo?
Yes, that was
Tommy
terrible.
Davidson.
Tommy Davidson and Jada Pinkett.
That shit was trash.
That was big trash.
Like you wanted it to be funny so bad, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
At all. Like
I
nothing.
think I may have seen it, but I can't.
But she had that bob wig.
Yeah, it was not.
It was so bad.
No.
It was Booty Call was better than that.
Booty Call was hilarious. That had some great funny. It didn't make sense worth a shit, but it had funny ass parts.
It did have funny parts, but Woo didn't. That shit was trash.
I don't know what that was supposed to be about. Like that was one of those disappointing moments in the theater. All right, Smiles.
You can throw it back at me. Congo.
Who?
Hi, I'm Amy.
Congo?
Yes.
The Jungle movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah.
Yeah, you right about that. I ain't gonna lie that one.
And somehow they sold that. Like, I still don't know how they sold that movie, because once you watch the movie, you're like, I watched this? Like, why did I watch this?
Because back then, watching everything that came out was, and they had one of the characters was like a known actor, so it was just,
You know what was bad, but everyone watched anyway? Soul Plane.
Damn, that shit was dumb.
Super trash.
It was so trash.
Down to the
Yes.
plane with the
Super
rims
trash.
and
Yes.
Snoop Dogg.
It was such it was almost
was a
like
cultural
Hollywood
event,
making
though.
fun of her.
Yes.
That's what it felt like they was making
They
fun of
were.
her. Like y'all making fun of her.
And now we got Spirit.
That's the truth.
The only thing that's missing is the rims.
And they
I
just,
just thought
they
about
just
how
put
the
out.
videos and all the planes ground. He goes Spirit. That's so. I'm gonna take it off.
No.
You know, my brother told me we buy the plane ticket with Spirit. You just pay it for gas money. That's why everything just costs so much.
Pretty
I was
much.
like, damn.
They just put out the list of all the worst airlines, and it was Frontier, Spirit. What's the other one right after that? Yeah,
Southwest?
JetBlue,
Okay,
and
JetBlue.
another one. There's one of the other random ones you got to pay for everything. Breeze. Those are the
What
the
the
top
hell
four.
is Breeze?
I never even
Exactly.
heard of Breeze.
Breeze is like one of the newer ones, and that one you can catch like they only do like
$20 flight.
No, they do non-stops. Like their whole thing is they do non-stop flights. So you can catch non-stops from different places that you can't normally catch them.
Oh, okay.
And they're hard.
Well, Spirit hit the ground running with the with the most ghettoest.
Yeah.
I feel like Spirit is like the IHOP.
They didn't come in and say,
No,
hey
they,
guys, we're really friendly. Fry the friendly. They came in like, what you want? You said. They came in like, what you want?
Yes.
What else you got? I don't really
Me?
got. Yeah.
I can run through a couple, James. We got Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yes. Master Disguise.
that was awful. I couldn't even finish.
Turtle.
I think the only thing I remember is the turtle.
Yeah, that's it.
You
Because
know,
they run it in every commercial.
You know another thing, like you look up like the Hunger, which is one that I still enjoy, even though it's on that list. It's Problem Child.
Yes,
enjoyed
Problem
it.
Child.
I like
Great.
Problem Child. Shit, like
That is
how is this on y'all list?
That was a bad little mother sucker.
That first one.
He was a bad mother sucker.
He was like a, what they say, he's a shepherd for the devil.
Junior just needed a hug and an ass whooping.
Yes. Serious
We
one.
was out of that serial killer to do this shit. Hey, yo, tell me he my friend. He was a serial killer.
Yeah,
He
he's a
was
serial
like, I need to get away from this little boy.
That was a good
That was
movie,
classic
man.
John
That was
Ritter.
classic.
Classic John Ritter.
I really enjoyed the Problem Child.
Judge Dredd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Leonard Part 6.
Oh, that was bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
I
movie.
didn't.
I think I forgot that movie on purpose. I think my brain was trying to protect me.
I still to this day can't figure out how it's Part 6 of anything.
I was just gonna say it's the part 6 that you can never forget because there was no 1 through 5. It's the part 6 I can never forget that because there was no 1 through 5.
That's the name of the movie, Leonard Part 6, and it has no parts to it. It's literally the Part 6 of something that never existed.
It never existed. It's wild.
Yes.
They just sat down and said, you know what, we're gonna name this Leonard. We need something else.
Anything after Karate Kid 1.
Remember when the girl? Ooh.
I didn't watch that one.
Anything after Highlander 1.
That is true.
Yes. Because Highlander 1 was amazing.
Highlander was dope.
I think it's weird they haven't tried to
Yeah,
redo that.
they've tried it like 3 times and it keeps getting dropped out. They're still trying because
I'm not very
it's going to
surprised.
be Superman.
Here we go.
Yes.
Okay, I might watch it because of him.
Yeah.
He's a nice looking white man.
He is.
Especially if he got a beard. Oh, shut up.
Masters of the Universe.
The He-Man.
Oh, He-Man.
Yes.
And when did it come out? In the 80s? When did that come out? The Master of the
Yeah,
Universe.
like it was early
I remember watching
90s.
it.
It was
I
like,
remember
I think it was like
watching it
91 or
when I was
92, something like that.
They're like Power Rangers.
Supergirl and Batman and Robin. That is the most harmless.
Okay. Let me say this. Batman and Robin was horrible, but for whatever reason, I still watched it.
Yes,
I watched
Arnold
it.
Schwarzenegger.
I watched it.
I think Jim Carrey, right? It
Yes.
was Jim Carrey, and then not Tom. The guy,
Yep.
Two-Face. The guy who was Two-Face. His name
Tommy
was
Jones.
Tommy Jones.
Yes. Yeah. That one. That's the only reason
That's
why
all
because
that.
it has so much star power.
And then even Uma Thurman,
Yes.
Ivy.
She was
I
great.
love
She was
all
great.
the villains.
Yes.
I think that's what it was.
Yes, she
All
was
the
great.
villains had me, but the
movie
Batman,
was trash.
It was trash.
Yes.
We have.
Damn, Smiles got it.
Oh yeah. We got Dick Tracy.
Yes.
It was bad, but I watched
Yes.
that shit every
I
time
watched
it came
it too.
up
Yes.
too.
I
Isn't
did
that with
too.
him and Annette Bening hooked
Yes.
up?
Yep.
I watched
They been
that
together
too.
ever
Wonder Woman, that second one, the 1952 or whatever that.
1984?
Yes.
Yeah. Trash.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then my all-time worst movie ever is The Curse. If you've never seen it,
Which one?
this is the one with Christina Ricci.
Oh yeah, the werewolf.
Yeah,
movie.
the werewolf movie on
Really?
the train.
That shit worse than mine?
Dude, because they
Really?
sold this as a horror movie so
Oh, no, it was
bad.
Not, but no, it wasn't a horror movie.
I know that
That's
when I
what
saw it.
It wasn't a horror movie, so it wasn't that bad to me. It was funny. It wasn't a horror.
Yeah, when
I
they
never-
sold me the trailer, it was a horror movie and this big vampire. And then the next thing you know, you're watching it and she's throwing the middle finger up, driving it on the train. Like, no.
But I also didn't think it was a horror movie.
No, I mean, once I watched it, I realized it wasn't a horror movie, but it's still bad.
It was bad, but I enjoyed it.
No.
I like Christina Ricci. She's one of my ones. I probably watch.
Yeah.
No.
She's
She's
cool.
kinda-
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. I watched.
Like when she played that dead girl. What was that called? Jane Doe.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Oh, what is it, Monster?
Oh yeah, she killed him.
Man.
I like it.
Charlize Theron. Oh man, that's hands down probably my favorite movies of all time.
Monster was
Charlize
good.
Theron looked like
Yes.
who did it and
Yeah,
why.
she
Monster
played
was
it. She
good.
played
She
it.
looked-
She played that.
You know, speaking of her, the Old Guard 2 came out.
It came out.
It came out today.
It came out today.
I'll watch
I
it.
haven't watched it.
I'll
but-
watch it.
I started it.
Like I see that and Ironheart. the other 3 episodes.
Oh,
of
I finished
Ironheart.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
It was
started
such a- Ironheart was adrenaline. It was because how it ended with the third one. Oh my god. It
Yeah,
just
because I'm watching The Bear right now. That's like my favorite
Ironheart.
of the summer.
They don't owe me. Yeah, they don't owe me no. They don't owe me
Okay.
nothing. I mean,
So
I
it's
was a
finished
little-
now?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
a little upset, but I understand that y'all. It was a miniseries and y'all using this to gear up the Young Avengers and all the other shit y'all doing. But I was in my feelings with how it ended.
Now we looking forward to Fantastic Four and Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah, Eyes of Wakanda, which is coming out in August.
Yep.
Eyes of Wakanda, Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Yes.
I watched
And Superman.
that movie on Prime with
Head of
Idris Elba and
I only watched it because Idris is in it.
Head
It
of
was
State.
trash.
Was it any good?
trash? It was half trash.
It was
Oh,
It's
okay.
cheesy
It
action.
looked well. As soon as no disrespect to Idris, but when I saw John Cena, I already knew I'm not.
It's when you see John Cena, you just kind of like,
You can't take it serious anymore.
you know.
Even though I love him in what you call
It's coming out in
August.
Yeah, August.
What is it?
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. I love him. in
Yes.
Peacemaker. He's
Yeah.
perfect for
He
Peacemaker.
has Peacemaker locked
He
down.
embodies Peacemaker.
I think
Everything else
with
though,
this Head of
even
State,
the one
it
with
is.
him and the Asian girl about the lottery ticket, like it's
Yeah.
something about him where I'm just like, okay.
It's. I watched it. That's that's all I can say. I like to see, if he got any kind of spy type of thing. I'm attracted to it. So I'm like, okay.
Because I tried to watch those weird, what is it, Honey and those weird, like mini series things on Amazon Prime, where it's like Honeybee and
Oh, that shit they
Yeah.
tried to do, the Citadel.
yeah, Citadel.
Citadel, I actually liked the
Yeah, Citadel was good.
I
but
liked
the
Citadel.
ending was horrible.
It was.
utterly horrible.
Spinoffs
It was.
don't make
Yeah.
sense. I haven't even. I
Okay.
tried to watch
The spin-offs, I tried to do that too, but no, the regular Citadel, I'm like, is
Yeah.
this shit coming back?
The thing is, it got such bad reviews. No, it's not coming back.
Because the ending
got
was
such
horrible.
bad-
But it was a good show.
People hate they
the
love-
build up
Yeah.
was awesome, but then also
Yeah.
it did this weird thing at the end.
It-
Like
I was confused. That's why I was like, is it coming back? Because
No.
I need a little bit more of what
No,
was
they said
it?
it was trash.
But
They said it was trash.
it wasn't trash though. It wasn't trash. Like Citadel was good. It was good.
No, it was. Yeah, it had again it had potential. It was going the right direction, then it just decided to do something weird at the end. With like the Revenge of the Body Snatchers when they were in different people's bodies.
It was something
It was
weird.
weird.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't even finish it. I'm not.
yeah,
I think I got to like I don't know. I didn't get that deep.
I watched the whole thing.
yeah.
I watched the whole
I
thing.
think part of my thing was from the very first episode. I just didn't believe her.
Oh, okay.
I didn't believe her. Like, you know what
Yes.
I mean? Like,
Yes.
I'm looking at, I wasn't like, I didn't believe that she was the person she was playing. It had nothing to do with spy or anything. Like, acting wise, I was just like, girl, I just can't get it.
I think I didn't watch it for a long time because everybody was saying it wasn't
Yes.
good. But then I was looking for something to watch, and I was like, wait a minute, this is like a little spy thing. So I
It's both.
watched
I mean,
it.
because they both played off each other well. And like those first couple episodes were
Yeah.
good.
It was
and
good.
I
just
couldn't get past the first one.
Yeah.
Then they
Then
just
when I
went
tried to watch
weird.
Honey Bee and Sweet Tea and all that shit.
I don't know what that one is.
yeah,
It's a bunch of
yeah,
spin-offs.
it's like
It's like 3 or 4.
yeah, and they keep trying to throw out the spin-offs, but never doing anything to the original one. They're
Because
just trying to.
they said
yeah.
the original one, because they had already did these other ones, I think.
Yeah.
They were like, shit, what we gonna do?
What about?
Oh, these are Citadel spinoffs.
What y'all
Yes.
should
Oh,
have did
okay.
was not
Because it's like
cancel.
the Citadel world
Not
or
cancel.
universe.
If they wouldn't have canceled Wheels of Time, we wouldn't be having this damn problem.
Yes, I agree.
Right, because Wheels of Time was good.
Yes.
I mean, it just, and you guys are renewing these shows that suck. So we talked about this before.
Yes.
You guys are renewing the shows that don't get as much. Like, how is it that this show is the #1 hit, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's it. Like,
Yeah, because they're cutting a lot of.
Well, a
good
lot
stuff.
of it is cost.
Yes.
Like, they greedy. They want their money, and they like, ooh, we spending more money than we making. We need to pull a plug on that.
yeah, I watched this other movie, Novocaine. That was on one of the.
I
Yes.
want to see that so
That shit is
It's
so.
so good.
It is so funny though.
Yes.
Like it's one of those
Yes,
things.
it's so good.
Because even in
shit.
that,
You watched it?
Yes,
in
it's
that
so
movie
bad
he
it's
had
good.
with the robot, remember with the robot, him and the robot companion.
Yes.
That
yes,
shit
yes,
was
yes.
amazing. I loved him,
Yes.
even though he was the bad person.
The Novocaine is so bad, but
so
you,
bad,
I
so
watched it. And I was like, I mean, it was cool. Like it was just like, this shit's stupid, but
Yes.
it was like he can't
All
feel
over-
no
all over
pain.
the girl, man.
Man, when his arm broke and the bone popped out, I was like, bruh.
All over the girl. Like,
But the
that
way
set
he
up.
handled it at the end was
Yeah.
sick with it
Yes.
though. I liked
Okay,
it.
so I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
over a girl, and,
All over a girl who, I'm
Yeah,
like,
all over- just know it's all
anyway,
over.
it's all over a girl and then end up being like, you really like, that's when
yeah,
you're like,
you should like, what the hell? Took her head off, bro. It's like,
not
you
for
just
real,
did
because
that.
y'all just did all this.
Yes.
Okay, any other movies?
Yeah.
I have Battlefield Earth. Remember that
Oh,
shit?
yeah.
The dude who wrote the Scientology. The dude who said there was no money.
Battlefield
in
Earth was
books.
terrible.
He said it was money in religion. This is the dude who founded the cult.
The Scientology.
The Scientology. He
Yeah.
literally said he realized there was no money in just writing the books. The money was in religion, and then
Yes.
he built one.
Yep.
And then the spaceship with the over. Remember we talked about
Yes.
these and they spaceship overlords. Either they come down
Tom
here, like,
Tom Cruise.
come on
Tom
down here, y'all
Cruise.
up to heaven. But that movie was tired. It was awful.
That movie was terrible.
And you could tell John Travolta really thought he was doing big shit.
Man.
He really, because it was after his little comeback,
Yes,
he was really
he
feeling
was-
himself. He put that shit out there, but it was like, absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
When absolutely not. Don't ever do that again.
No.
That's one of those. I have Kazam. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, I had Steel, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I watched it, but it was just like I watched it once. I never watched
Down
it again.
Periscope.
Down Periscope was stupid.
Yeah.
That was
George in the
dumb as
Jungle.
hell.
George in the Jungle.
Yes.
I forgot about George in the Jungle.
And somehow, even though we weren't in it, it still felt racist.
Yeah.
Like how you watch something, all white people are
in the name, it was offended. Like,
Just the whole thing, I was like, shit, I'm offended. And I did watch that shit too.
No.
Encino Man.
Encino Man.
Yes. Because I want to say Biodome.
Yes.
And I watched this shit every time they
Yes,
came on.
every time.
But they were
They're just-
we talking about these movies and some of these like
If it
hey,
came on right now, I might watch it.
I have
And watch it.
I have Bowfinger.
Oh, that I think I blocked that movie out.
The sad part of that soundtrack is dope.
Is it?
Yes.
But I think I blocked, like trauma. I act like my brain don't think that movie exists.
Bowfinger was terrible.
Trash. I wish I had 2 more hands and it was both of us. It was bad.
Yes.
There was another one that you like, wait a damn minute.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy had a couple. I have Showtime on here. Him
Yes.
and Robert De Niro. That was a
Yes.
terrible one too.
I watched it. It was terrible.
I watched
We all watched it. You watched it because it was Robert De Niro and Eddie Murphy,
Yes.
so we all watched it.
We all went thinking that we were gonna do it. I have Snakes on a Plane. That's the only thing good about the whole movie. Is that line right there.
That's it.
The rest was like,
You're right, because I was like, and then even how it started, and then, okay, so that's how the snakes ended up. What the fuck?
the line was the only thing.
That's right up there with Anaconda.
Listen. Smiles over there going through therapy.
PTSD. I blocked that movie out. It never happened. These snakes are
And I know, even though this movie they made a part 2, I don't know why. Sharknado.
Oh, they made more than just
They
the
have
two.
87
8 of them.
Sharknado.
I
saw one called a vampire shark. I was like, you know what?
Sharknado, guys.
They got another one coming.
No.
This is what.
But I think those movies are cheesy and lame on purpose.
Yes.
Like, that's the point. It's
that's-
almost like Naked Gun. Like,
Yes.
that's the point. This is
Yes.
dumb. Because what the hell you mean a tornado full of sharks?
with no ocean.
Just destroying everything.
Just going around chopping shit off.
Sharknado. It sounds like something the 8-year-old people. It's like, you know what? I'm about to do a shark.
Better market that
Yes.
shit.
Did I mention Street Fighter?
No, but that was bad.
That
And I
was-
God
really,
rest his soul.
Yes.
He killed in Bison, by the way.
he did
Yes.
his thing. Just like in Adam's Family.
Yeah, Addams Family, yeah.
But that movie was trash. I really wanted that movie to not be trash,
Yeah.
and it was trash.
It was trash.
And Nick even more trashers when they did the Chun-Li story. I didn't want to bring that one up.
I didn't see that
Oh,
one.
I did.
That was
I
even
watched
worse.
It. I watched it. It
That
was
one was even worse.
Hey, that wasn't as bad as when they did the real life. What was it? The dude with the hair. Oh my god, it was really bad. They had a white dude put. I'm gonna think of what it is. Not Street Racer, because that also sucked.
Speed Racer?
No, that also
Yeah.
sucked. But it was another one. I don't know who he was supposed to. I don't know if he's supposed to be Goku. I don't know who he was supposed to be.
Oh, you talking about oh god, that was blocked out. You talking about Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z. I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, or Dragon Ball Evolution.
I didn't even watch it.
It was
Yeah.
so
Nope.
bad.
Cause y'all
That's truly blocked.
not gonna play me. Y'all not gonna play Dragon Ball in my mind. It's not gonna. See, I'm sorry that you had to see that.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you watched that. Cause I was not. As soon as I seen it, I was like, by no means.
What in the action?
No.
Yeah,
I watched it. I didn't go to the movie to see it, but when it came out,
That- oh,
I
man.
was like, I felt like the whole movie, my face was like, what?
They ruined everything.
Everything about it.
Everything about the movie. They ruined.
Nah, I can't do
Everything.
it.
It was not
It
one
was
thing
badly,
that
it
they
was,
got.
the cast was bad, the script was bad,
Yes.
the graphics, everything was
The preview was bad.
Yes.
As soon as I seen the preview, I was like, never. I'm not watching that.
Oh my
Nope,
God.
and didn't. And I'm putting it on the list, and I didn't even watch it. Since some that Smiles had, I didn't. I'm not watching that.
Dragon Ball Z.
That literally is a
I
dark.
couldn't even think of the
That's
name
way. That's
He said
that
that's
just-
trauma.
How dare y'all?
How you bring that back?
Nah, how dare you
Man.
just put that out there like that?
man,
Nah, that's all I got.
I mean, there's so many bad movies. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think
y'all
that's
can
good.
definitely
There's so many movies.
drop the movies you think suck the most in the comments.
Yes.
Because I was looking at a list of some of the worst movies. And I was like, I like that movie.
Okay.
That was cool. That was
I
cool.
love that.
Get
That
it
was on there.
That
I was
was
like,
Five Heartbeats.
Five Heartbeats. What? I was like, nah, y'all y'all tripping.
Man.
Y'all tripping.
Like, oh, yeah, like, y'all.
Nah.
There's no way.
I looked at that list and I was appalled. Like,
Okay.
y'all,
Okay.
y'all got me appalled.
So
So now we can go back to Diddy.
Yes, thank you.
We got a little time. We got 10 minutes.
Yes. We got 10 minutes to talk about Diddy coming home.
We gonna talk
He
about.
gonna set the streets on fire, by the way.
Man,
First of all,
If
before-
I get an invite, I might go to that party.
I feel like he coming out like
Yes.
Tupac gonna hit him up
Yes.
like we ain't singing, we bringing drama.
Yeah, he gonna be
Everybody who
spitting on
testified
cameramans and
y'all,
everything.
Oh my God! Don't start your car. We all know the shit he can do. Like, I would
Yeah,
just move.
He coming
Get out
home.
his way, or maybe just pop him full of Molly. You know, when he get out, he be hitting them drugs up.
Yes.
Ketamine, Molly, he doing
I mean,
all
you
the
never
drugs.
know. He
this
might
motherfucker said. This motherfucker
He might
said.
clean up himself.
Nah.
He might not clean himself
That's
up.
saying-
Nah,
that's saying
he in
still
drugs.
clean
He
in jail.
doing drugs in
He's
jail.
not clean as shit.
He doing drugs. He got all the drugs.
When he was going through detox, that shit was on the news.
Yes.
You notice how it just went away. He probably got his fix. And do you? You know, I ain't
Yes.
got no problem with you.
For me,
Can't
it's
stop, won't stop.
first is R. Kelly, because you know he upset.
Oh.
R. Kelly is upset.
And he was trying to get out of
And he just tried. He is upset because he's like, I wasn't even as bad as this dude, and I'm still here.
The reason why he's still there because they were not of age.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying, but he's still mad.
Yes.
But no, he is because he don't see how his was worse. Even though
Yes.
his was
He's
worse.
pissed. He's pissed right now. He in jail. Like, don't nobody
I
talk to
feel
him.
bad for R. Kelly because he had 3-4
I never
cases
felt bad for him.
where he could have stopped.
Yes.
A long time ago.
And he just didn't. He couldn't get it out.
just never
You
learned
got
his
off.
lesson.
You can only get off so many times
Yes.
before they
And
gonna
who's to say this guy ain't gonna do that? And then another thing about this Diddy thing was the people outside rubbing themselves with the baby oil.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
When they heard that he only got 2 charges,
They start rubbing his
there was people like
So-
taking off their clothes, rubbing it like he got
So, wait,
supporters.
Oh, so that means okay. So the freaking about to be the what they call
Do
it?
you know what's about to happen when this man get out? He's gonna be sought after. No matter how
What is it
freaky,
called?
creepy he is,
I mean-
he's going to be sought after for his sexual.
Devious.
Yes.
Hey, he can maybe stop being Diddy gay and just be regular gay.
Yeah.
No, I think Diddy Gay is better. I like Diddy Gay.
Agreed.
It rolls off the tongue. 50 Cent called him the gay John Gotti.
Yes.
It was this one gay comic, Sam. You ever? She said she's funny as hell. She said she think Diddy is the gayest nigga on the planet. She said because the shit he doing is very gay. She said not just very gay, very black man gay. Like she was like
Diddy
she
gay.
Said, she said he's like super gay. She was like the freak off thing. That's some gay shit. Like,
That's Diddy Gay.
Oh, man, I laughed
she
about it,
did.
too.
If I find it, I'm gonna send it to you because her jokes landed. She was just like, I think that's the gayest nigga in the world. Like, I ain't never known nobody that gay.
This nigga 50 Cent called him the gay John Gotti. Cause you know 50 petty.
Yes.
he said that's a bad man. Beat that rap, beat that Rico. He the gay John Gotti.
Yep.
And posted it on Instagram like,
Yo,
you know, of course he
50 don't
did.
play.
He didn't care.
Man, like,
I bet you
If
he still.
he
I bet
come
you,
home-
I bet you he still did that documentary.
yes. Oh yeah, just for just a giggle.
Just for shits and giggles.
If he come home, I mean, because
When he come home.
yeah, because he's coming home, but
We
this
don't
is
know
when.
when, because he
Yeah.
had.
He tried to get him $1 million, let him out today.
Yes.
They said,
No,
no,
absolutely
no,
not.
you're gonna wait for this. You've been in here this long, you can wait another day.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
gonna-
give y'all a meal. They said, nah, bitch, I'm cool. He
this
tried
is
to-
a-
it's like when he kept asking for
Mistrial.
mistrial.
This is the week of freedoms because we might lose a whole bunch of them by Friday. And we don't-
Man, you saw that
They
list
gonna
of
catch a whole
shit.
bunch of them by Friday.
Listen, this clown,
Oh,
the president of the
oh, they
United
say this
States.
Big, beautiful
Oh,
deal.
no, I saw that big. Hey, did y'all see the Haitians in New York fighting ICE?
No, I haven't seen
No.
that one yet.
Like, so ICE, I guess they went to New York. Go get them some people.
Okay. Not in New York, you
Not,
won't.
The
they,
Haitians was
they
fighting.
pulled up on the wrong hood.
On TikTok, they was like, did y'all forget the Haitians was the first niggas to free themselves?
Yeah.
Like, they really tried to come and get these niggas.
Exactly.
They literally like fist fight. They're fighting.
They said, we need to get some black.
Because one, remember, they don't
Yes.
have on outfits. And
Yes.
even though they know they ICE, they was like, no, the Haitians and the black people was literally fighting. Somebody was like, Mexicans. take note. This
Yes.
is what you do when they come in your neighborhood and you ain't asked them to come.
Yes.
So they beat some of them up.
Man, I gotta catch these videos.
I was like, oh my God, black people. We need black people.
He about to take away a lot of stuff from
Yes.
these people come Friday.
Oh no,
and,
he already did. My thing is, y'all thought it was us. We are not the biggest welfare recipients. There ain't even that many of us here.
No.
Y'all finna lose y'all.
EBT?
Look, y'all finna lose y'all shit.
That SNAP finna go away. The
Snap
food
going away,
stamps.
food
Like
stamps.
that, when I told you about that white lady, like, I've been on benefits since I was 18. This bitch is 36. So what I'm supposed to do if they cut it? The black women in the comment, get a job, bitch. Like, like, I ain't never worked a day in my life.
Well,
Yeah,
Welcome to the
you
party.
will soon.
This motherfucker said you got a used car. That's income. You too rich.
Man.
You too rich for this.
Man, they pricing them out on, and then the shit that the seniors were excused from, like, damn, it's counting against them. Like, y'all voted for this man.
He cutting the
And
benefits for the
and let's be honest,
for the
he ain't got
Medicaid.
shit. This dude is see now. Whoever is really running shit is doing whatever. Because Trump just say, yeah, it's wonderful. Like Trump, one of them dudes that just, even though he knows it's a lie, as soon as he said it out loud, he believe that shit. with
Yes.
his own chest. And he see now, and he didn't even know which ear he got shot in. Like, ain't nobody got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this.
It's gonna be
So
terrible.
the white poor people, better luck next time.
Yeah.
Y'all fucked up.
Y'all fucked up. Hopefully, when he finally get to these, when we get through these 4 years,
And just so y'all know,
the next president will have y'all back.
yeah, Abu's still on the ground until the rest of this whole term. So
Yeah, we ain't going
good luck.
I'm gonna go to work. You know, we joke about having
Like I said, like the
EBT,
white
but I don't
farmers,
want
we
food
have
stamps for
jobs.
real.
We don't have jobs.
I don't-
Wish I had food stamps.
I don't want food stamps for real, unless you give it to me with my current income. We good.
Yes.
That's what I
You're
want to still make my money, but food is high as hell. I don't care how much.
But if you come and tell me
You see,
that,
they said the millionaires are the new middle class.
Yes.
yep.
So and y'all
What he did for the taxes for the rich people, like this,
Yeah.
that come Friday, this is turmoil.
Yeah.
We thought what we was already in is turmoil.
Only
This is
The
America.
turmoil.
only thing is, nothing gonna change about anything most black people doing. Unfortunately, like, that's
Not
y'all
nothing.
gonna be sad.
Smiles is still getting a couch.
Y'all, yeah.
I'm still getting the couch.
Yeah, I'm still getting
We
the couch.
still gonna be here every Wednesday
Yes.
talking about all this bullshit.
Yeah,
We gotta talk about Smiles getting a couch before though.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
did one, but yeah, good luck.
Now he got somewhere to drop his remote off.
Man,
Yes.
I'm like, good luck to you. The poor whites as Dave Chappelle. Good luck to y'all.
Good luck to anyone that is not a citizen, because
And everybody
they
who
focusing
votes
on that's
But
for
nah, but you know, they said he could-
illegals.
See, y'all say the Supreme Court said he could deport anybody.
Yeah.
They can. You can be born here. So I think that's why the black people and the Haitians just start fighting them. Like,
Yeah.
we don't know what you come over here for. But this ain't what you want.
This ain't
This
that.
ain't what you want.
And I bet you they went back and regrouped. Like, okay, so not that. Let's pick another community.
Let's go down a different street.
You know what? Maybe we should go down to Florida, because New York ain't
I
there.
mean, good luck to y'all. I hope y'all enjoy y'all big beautiful bill and
Yes.
y'all big beautiful cuts to all y'all Medicaid, Medicare, food stamp.
Section 8.
All that. Some states even got. One of the states they said got rid of Section 8. I said, yeah.
I think it was.
I
Which
don't know
state
where it
was
was,
it?
but
It's something like 1 point something million
They did,
people
yeah.
lose it all.
The states that are affected the most are Alabama, Mississippi. It's southern states.
where all the really poor whites are.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's where that is 3 states down in the south that are getting hit hard. It's not Georgia. I know one is
No,
definitely
Mississippi,
Alabama,
Mississippi,
Mississippi, and then I forget what the other one is,
Well, you
but
know.
it's like Arkansas or something. It's something like that.
Hey, you might be losing your benefits, but you still get to be racist.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what you could do? You can go pick that stuff that they thought we were gonna do.
You
Go make that $10 an hour.
Start picking cottons or something.
Make that $10 an hour.
Cause they ain't gonna
Yes.
give you food stamps like they've been doing. So
Get on back in the field and work, boss.
it works. Okay, so
It means you can let me in.
on that note, we're out.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. Listen, I got a 10 now, boss.
Good luck, whites.
Y'all be safe.
Good luck, whites.
Welcome to Pettyville.
Mama said,
this.
Okay.
I swear.
Okay, we're ready.
All right,
Okay.
keep going. Keep running.
I'm your host, Tiara. I'm Tam.
Smiles.
Reminding you to check out The Platter.
Every Friday on YouTube.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.